Frustum volume formula derivation. So the formula for finding the volume of a frustum equals to A1 plus A2 plus square root of A1 A2 over 3, of course, times the height. And how to derive this formula is just simply follow the discussion. So you have this one. So sketch a cone here. You have this one. The whole cone with A1 at the base, then height Y, and the small cone consider is A2, and the height is Y minus H. So Y, this one is H, so Y minus H. So the volume of so you have this one from the figure of that one V1 equals to 1/3 E1 Y. So your V2 from the figure equivalent to 1/3 E2 times Y minus H, smaller part at the top. So volume of the frustum equivalent to V1 minus V2 or equivalent to 1/3 E1Y minus 1/3 E2 times Y minus H. So from similar figures, E2 over E1 equivalent to Y minus H square all over Y square. So Y minus H over Y equivalent to square root of E2 over E1. So 1 minus H all over Y equivalent to square root of E2 over square root of E1. So H all over Y equivalent to 1 minus square root of E2 all over square root of E1. So we'll continue at the so you have that on Y equals to H all over 1 minus square root of E2 over square root of E1, and Y is equivalent to H all over square root of E1 minus square root of E2 all over square root of E1. So equivalent to square root of E1 times H over square root of E1 minus square root of E2. So that is the value of Y. So Y, simplify this one further, square root of A1 times H all over square root of A1 minus square root of A2 times square root of A1 plus square root of A2 all over square root of A1 plus square root of A2. So Y equals to H square root of A1 times square root of A1 plus square root of A2 all over A1 minus A2. So substitute So volume of frustum equivalent to 1/3 E1Y minus 1/3 E2 times Y minus H equals to 1/3 E1Y plus 1/3 E2H minus 1/3 E2Y. So equivalent to, volume is equivalent to 1/3 E2H plus 1/3 E1 minus E2 times Y equivalent to 1/3 E2H plus 1/3 E1 minus E2 times H times square root of E1 times times square root of E1 plus square root of E2, then divided by both sides by square root of E1, square root of E1 minus E2, E1 minus E2. So volume equals to 1/3 E2H plus 1/3 E1H plus 1/3 H times square root of E1 square root of E2, or simply equivalent to 1/3 E1H plus 1/3 E2H plus 1/3 square root of E1 E2 times H, or simply volume equals to 1/3 H times E1 plus E2 plus square root of E1 E2. So this is the formula for finding the volume